I'm here. Hey everybody, it is Cayley and Nikki. We have been waiting to post this video for a very long time, but we realized we completely forgot to even do the intro. So we're doing an intro now. And do you want to tell them what the video is about?
This video is about the life cycle of an item from sourcing all the way through it going to the post office for the buyer. So
yeah,
along this journey, you're going to see us picking up items, shipping the items, packaging the items, photographing, putting them away, all of the scheduling system. We've done inventory systems in the past, but I felt like there's always kind of this miscommunication or this gap of time where I feel like you guys kind of have a hard time grasping the whole life cycle of an item. So this was one of my random midnight thoughts, and here we are.
I think it's going to be really helpful because they always ask what the process is and the order that we do it. I will say we will be making another video about how we do our bulk processes, because we did not include some of the things that we do in that because it's just one item we're following. So we did everything as if it were just a single item, how we would handle it. But in the future we will do how we're handling making bulk drafts and things like that. But this is the order in which we do things. We hope you enjoy. So here we are at the thrift store, and Nikki is looking over the item. She feels a high quality item and realizes that it's a brand we've picked up before. But just because it is a brand we've picked up before does not mean that we are still going to get it. We are still going to check the comps to make sure it is still a good brand. So we're looking up Bird Dog's men's pants, and I'm just going to put tan for the color. And here we are checking sell-through rate to make sure that they are worth getting. There are 11 results used, and then we're going to go on to the solds, and there are 22 sold results. That tells me that it has pretty much a 200% sell-through rate that will sell within 90 days. Then we do a quick scroll to determine pricing.
Now that we've purchased this item and it has got back to the office, the next thing that we need to do is draft and list it. So I am on the eBay just active page. I went to ebay.com, clicked on sell, and now I'm going to go to drafts. I'm going to go to create listing. Normally we would do multiple listings, but for today, we're just going to show you the life cycle of this one item. So I'm going to do it as a single listing. These that I'm listing are Bird Dog men's pants. So I'm going to click on that. Select the category, clothing, men's pants. And then I'm going to continue without a match. These are pre-owned, so I'm going to select sell. Now for our drafts, what we're going to do is we're going to just put in the title. We're going to put in the cost of goods. We normally have a batch name. This week our batch name is Snowman, but for today, just for this item, I'm going to list it as test. And we paid $49 for these pants with an intended sales price of $60. Before we do photos, we do absolutely nothing other than put the title, the SKU. I'm going to scroll down and make sure we put great pre-owned condition. I normally always put see pics for details. And then we have custom templates already made. So we're going to go to clothing template and insert that as well so that it's ready to go. The only other thing we're going to put on here, package dimensions, and make sure it's set to first class with a 1-day handling time. Then we will save it for later. Now we're going to go take photos. Now that we have finished taking all the photos, we're going to have to upload those photos. So what I've done is I've plugged my phone into my computer and I've uploaded them here. So you'll see them across here, as well as some of the videos that we are using to create for this. So I'm going to go back to drafts, right click and open in a new tab. And you'll see it here. So I'm going to add the photos. So what I'll do is I'll literally just click, hold down shift and select all the photos I want to upload, and I will upload all of those photos. If you're not working on the draft right away, you could choose to close all of these. However, I'm pretty much ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and work on this. So I'm going to work through this listing. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure that all the photos are rotated in the right direction. They are in the right direction. We have everything that we need, so we're going to go ahead and continue. So I'm going to list these as bird dog, men's, beige, flat front, chino pants. Size, these are 34. They are straight leg. They are nylons. Pretty good, so we could do like nylon blend. And that'll take care of most of our characters. We already have our cost of goods here. We already have our intended sales price. And then here we have our batch name, so we can find it later if we need to. It's already under men's category of clothing and pants. We have store categories. You'll see here we have them as home, kids, men's, and other. So we'll select men's. And then I'm just going to start putting in the options. So these are bird dog pants. Sometimes we have them as one word. Sometimes they have them in two. It looks like they don't recognize it. So we are going to, apparently I can't spell. We're going to go ahead and add that. We're going to list these as a chino. They are pants. They are regular. They are size 34. It is a 34-inch inseam. And these are beige, men's. Okay. One thing you want to pay attention to is that eBay is not doing all these extra drop downs. We're not going to put a theme as a dog just because of the brand. I would call these a classic fit. They are a cotton blend. So we'll put that on here. We want to check the waist size. So we're going to go on here and check the waist size. It is 18 inches approximately. Just under. So we're going to list these as a size 36. And then we also have the inseam we'll have to list, which is 33. So 36 and 33. 36. And if you don't know, you have to double the measurement. So 18 plus 18 is 36. Gives you the whole circumference of the waist size. They are flat fronted. They are straight leg. We normally don't do these extra features unless we have to. I normally do that. They are solid. We ignore season. It's not vintage. So on and so forth. These are going to be machine wash. You can see that on this panel up here. Wash cold. So it doesn't say anything about having to hand wash. It just says wash cold. So we are going to list these as machine wash cold. They are a size 34. I would call these as casual, everyday, classic fit, neutral. We'll put those all in there. And then this did have a small stain on butt area. And we'll put this on here as well, so that they know. I'm going to cut this and actually put it down here. Then we're going to put our price in for how much we expect it to be. And then we need to find out how much the package weighs. So it weighs 1 pound, 1.2 ounces. So we will round it up to 1.2. So we'll put that on our package dimensions. Package weight is 1.2. We'll change this to priority because it is over 16 ounces. And hit apply. And then typically we would be done here. We'll save it for later. We are going to go ahead and schedule this. So I'm going to change the option for scheduling. We are actually working on scheduling this for the day of Saturday, December 12th. So, or not 12th, the 10th. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. And we're going to change it from 12, which is what I was thinking of, to 5 a.m. And that way it is ready to go when we get here. We'll hit done. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and list it. And then I'll show you where that ends up. So if we go over to scheduled drafts and I go to page 2, you'll see at the very end here, we have our first item scheduled for December 10th, and that it is ready to go. I'll show you where we put it in that tote and how it gets placed in the bins ready to go. Now that we have finished doing all of the drafting, these are ready to go. They have been listed. We'll bring them over to our listing bin. This one here is Saturday, December 12th. I keep saying 12th, December 10th. December 10th. So it will go into this bin on the computer that our bird dog pants have gone active today. So what we're going to do is label those so we can get those put away. So here is our handy dandy folded up bag. It came out of these nice bins over here. We are putting away today, which is going to be December 10th. And for purposes, we did speed this up a little bit. It's actually, we filmed all of this on the exact same day, but just to show you what it looks like. So I have a SKU label, which was written down. It was a SKU that had already been previously used. So every morning when things are sold, we write down all the sold listing SKUs. That lets us know we have an available option here. So we have this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the SKU here. I'm going to delete out the test. I'm going to delete out the price because it doesn't matter how much it's going to be now. And I'm going to put that SKU in, which was 3898. And we're going to submit. And that's going to allow us to find it later whenever that item sells. So we've got the item labeled. Now we just have to put it away. So go on a journey with me as we put it away. So we have 3898. I'm going to find my row of 3407, so it's going to be in here. We're going to walk until we find 3898. Okay. It's actually on the bottom shelf. Y'all are going clear to the ground with me. 3898. We have 3881. So what I'm going to do is dig for 3898 and see where that one is located. 3899. So it tells me it's going to go right here on this side. And I'm going to just tidy up this box really quick so everything is organized. Then it gets put back in this bin. After that, we're going to take us on a journey of once it's sold, how we find that item, what it looks like, how we package it, and how we get it to our customer. So stay tuned. One of the best ways for us to make sure that we are selling items is by cross-posting items. So this is the new item we just listed. I'm going to cross-post this immediately over to List Perfectly as soon as it has gone active and has a SKU. We choose not to cross-post until it has a SKU just to make sure that if for some reason something happened on eBay and it kicked it off or deleted it, didn't get relisted, that we would still have the SKU in List Perfectly as well as Poshmark when we cross-post to Poshmark. So we currently list from eBay. We then cross-post to List Perfectly as a holder and then use List Perfectly to transfer it to anything else. You'll see it moved all the photos over, it moved all of our listings, and is now here at the top. What we're going to do is we are going to cross-post this additionally over to Poshmark to make sure that we have another platform where we are able to potentially get a quicker sale. So we are waiting for List Perfectly to load up all those images. Again, it's going to preload all of those images for us. We always want to make sure that they're correct. It's going to put the same title over that we had. It's still going to have the condition and everything on that. We're going to just click men's, click pants. We're going to click chinos, change the size to a waist 34. It doesn't recognize bird dog. It's not bird dog bay, it's just bird dog. So we're going to list that and list them as tan. And then we always generally add $10 for anything over $40 just to allow for offers. So we're going to do so and hit next and list this item. So now this item is on eBay and on Poshmark. It's also on List Perfectly. So if we wanted to change it anywhere else or add it to any other platforms, we'd be able to do so. I'm going to refresh this page so you'll be able to see where it is currently listed to Poshmark.
Getting these listed, I wondered why they hadn't sold already, because like we showed you in previous videos, they had a really outstanding sell-through rate, and I don't typically go back and check on an individual item to see why it isn't selling, but since we're doing a video on this one, I was a little bit confused as to why they weren't. So something I noticed is that we have these titled as bird space dog. When I did comps for this item and actually went onto their website, a lot of people have them listed as bird dogs, all one word. So I'm actually going to edit all of these on both eBay and Poshmark and then see if that makes a difference and if they sell faster. So we also had it listed under the incorrect brand on Poshmark, which is probably another reason it wasn't selling. So we just had it typed in as bird space dog. And so there's actually, as you can see here, an option for bird dog. So I'm going to select that as well. So shortly after getting those changed on the correct actual brand on both the title and the dropdown, we got an offer for $55 on Poshmark, which I absolutely accepted. So now that it's sold, because it's on other platforms, I do have to go take it down off of any other platform that it is possibly on. So in order to do that, we are going to search this on List Perfectly. We are going to look and see how many platforms it's actually listed on. I believe it's only listed on eBay additionally, but we're going to double check, and then we will end it using the link on List Perfectly, which will take us to the app to end the item. So then we'll end any other platforms, and then we'll also delete it off of List Perfectly.
Guys, our bird dog pants sold. Let's see if I can find the SKU. Let me just refresh here. Let me swipe all my notifications first. If y'all get anything bad, it's not my fault.
Is there something on there?
Oh, it's just my videos. But I've got my videos ready for my pants. Alright, here we go. Ready? Bird dog men's straight leg chino pants. Whoop, whoop.
And how did you get there?
So I went to eBay, listings, unsold, and it takes us here. And then I just went to which one I was looking for. Theoretically, every day we would just ship all of them, but since we're doing the video for just this one, I'm going to go to 3898 and pull those pants. So here I go. 3898. 3898. I found them!
You gotta write the SKU.
Yes. Oh my god! Don't get on the ground, you ain't gonna get back up. Hold on, don't catch woman's face. Hi. Okay, so we're gonna prepare this item for shipment, but now this is an open spot in our inventory. So I'm gonna write it down here on my handy dandy notebook, like Steve from Blue's Clues. And then I'm going to, sorry, I'll put this back, I promise. Then I'm going to take them over here and put them in the handy dandy SKU bucket for our women to use. Then I'm going to package this baby up. Oh, over here. So I'm going to stick it here. I'm going to grab my stickers. Now I gotta print the label. We're gonna go to Poshmark. We are going to go to sales. We are going to find bird dogs. We are going to download the shipping label. And it's gonna pull right up. Gotta plug it in. Can't print without it being plugged in.
I'm gonna blur it out.
Oh, good. print.
That's why I'm being very still.
We're gonna put it in our tote to go to the post office. We sold bird dog pants.